So, bale ang sabi nila sa'tin, next meeting daw, April 20, April 22, April 22, 23 online. Kapag gano'n guys, yung Huwebes natin parang puro online siya, 'no? April 29 and 30 online. May 4 and 5, Monday, Tuesday 'yun, online. May 11 and 12 online. May 20, 21 online. May 27, 28 online. So sa mga nasabi kong 'yan guys, do'n tayo mag-o-online. Sa mga hindi ko nasabi guys, magfa-face to face tayo. Pangalawa guys, yung midterm natin guys is April 24 or 27, midterm natin April 27. Dahil next week magdi-discuss pa ako, na discussion pa tayo next meeting. Hanggang sa hanggang next week pa. Magdi-discuss na muna ako and then mag isang exam pa for the exam pa which is your midterm, no, para maka-on track tayo, no? Para pagdating ng May, bago iba na yung ano natin, no? Iba yung gagawin natin, no? So, ibang tackle yung gagawin natin by the end of, by May. Okay? So, palagay ko medyo busy kayo nun, marami kayong gagawin, may pupuntahan kayo. So, medyo kasi dapat mas maaga kasi kayo dapat, eh. Dapat first week of June or second week of June tapos na tayo. Kasi mas mauuna kayong mga graduating kaysa sa mga undergrad. So, dapat meron na tayong grade by the end by second week of June, 'no, meron na tayong grades. So, okay na lahat tayo nun. Settled na lahat yung mga ano natin, yung mga kailangan natin. So, yun. Kung may mga kailangan pa kayong gawin, so makipag-coordinate na lang kayo dun sa mga contact persons ninyo. Okay? So, yun lang. Kasi yun yung schedule na nakikita ko. Kasi yung online na pinag-uusapan kasi nila sa amin dati is up to June 27. Yung June 27 na yun is for undergrad lang. So kayo guys, dapat mas maaga, no? Mas maaga po yung releasing ng midterm, mas maaga yung finals ninyo. Yun lang gusto ko sabihin, no? Okay. Depende na yun sa teacher ninyo. Sa atin, ang goal natin, sana first week of June, okay na tayo. First week of June or early second week of June, okay na. Wala na tayong iniisip pa. Okay? So, yung mga mag-project, project, ah, may analysis kayong gagawin sa akin. No? So, madali lang naman yun. Hindi naman siya mahirap. Analysis lang. So, pag-uusapan natin yan at the end of the discussion ng fault, no? By May na siguro yan. Okay? Okay, so start na tayo. Start na tayong mag-discuss. Start na tayong mag-discuss. Start na tayong mag-discuss. Ba, sila nudo lang nandun. Okay, guys. So, yung topic natin for today is all about system modeling. So, ano ba yung system modeling, guys? It is under system modeling, yung representations of the power system. No? So, a typical power system, guys, consists of three-phase grid lang. No? Three-phase grid to which all generating station feeds energy from which all substation taps energy. So, na-discuss ko naman yung flow ng power system from the generation going to the transmission via via transmission, no? Mga short, medium, and long transmission lines. And then for your distribution, which is your substation, and then your clients, your consumers. Now, from the substation, electrical energy is transmitted to distribution transformer, and from the distribution transformer, the energy is fed from various loads. So from the distribution transformer, which is the substations, no? So bale, going to the client, no, or various loads such as industrial load, commercial load, and residential load, no? So various components of power system and their interconnections is usually represented by single line diagram. So yung connections lahat ng connections, lahat ng mga components, ah, pwede mo siyang i-represent by this drawing. That what we call it single line diagram, no? So yung last time yung classmates ko nung nagtrabaho siya sa isang facilities or sa isang manufacturing ng asukal, lahat dinodrawing niya, no? Even though even all the physical appearance, no, yung kung ano itsura ng motor, yung itsura ng ano, which is that's wrong. Partially correct, no? Pero to simplify and in to simplify that drawing, and also to come up with an engineering works, no? All yung buong system, you can represent it by a single line diagram. No, mas madali mo siyang mababasa, mas madali mo siyang maiintindihan with that. Even though minsan nag-uusap pa yung dalawang engineer yung nag-uusap. And then you can discuss it kung ano yung mga gusto mong mangyari by means of single line diagram, no? Napakahirap naman kung pati physical appearances kailangan mong i-discuss, no? Sa single line diagram na yun, not only the equipment, not only the lines, not only showing those equipments are being interconnected. So, ang ano natin, single line diagrams also includes the details, the informations of the equipment, no? So such as yung rating of the transformer, the voltage transformation or voltage ratios of the transformer, yung generator mo, kung anong rating niya, doon nakalagay kung ilang MVA or ilang volt ampere siya, ilang voltage yung kaya niyang i-produce, no? And also included din yung mga reactants, yung mga impedances na doon sa power system, doon sa equipment din is included, no? Not also the major component. And so included also yung sa mga metering, included din also yung mga protection equipment, no? So yun ang ano ng single line diagram. It is also diagrammatical representations of the power system in which the components are represented by symbols lang, no? And there are interconnection between them, no? So ganun siya. So katulad nga ng sinabi ko sa inyo last time, that the included sa nila yung rating and impedances. Rating and impedances of each components, no? So nandun sila. So hindi na nila sasabihin na two winding transformer to or generator to. Sasabihin na lang nila guys yung symbol. They will show you the symbol and then the rating or the specification of the equipment. So these are the samples. Wait lang. These are the samples po. Wait lang. Wait lang po. I-ayusin ko lang to. Bababa ko lang to. Hindi na to naayos eh. Okay. So these are the samples of your single line symbols, no? So here is itong standard na to guys. I think this is standard is ANSI. ANSI standard siya. So American standard yung itong ganitong type of drawing. Meron din kasi tayong tinatawag na IEC standards. Now, the IEC standards is stands for the British law. Standards yun ng mga British. So, kasi dito, kung nakikita niyo yung transformer niya, ganyan yung itsura niya. When it comes to IEC, yung transformer nila, dalawang bilog lang. Dalawang bilog sa ganun. Okay. So, ganun siya. So, I think this is an ANSI. Ito ANSI to. ANSI. Ginagamit niya is ANSI. Okay. This is a symbol for the, this is used, sorry. This is a example of the, typical single line diagram. Okay. So, meron kang generators and then transformers, the transformers, and motor or your load. And then these lines represent as your transmission lines. Na. And then yung mga square, guys, itong mga square na to, these are represented by CD, na, or your circuit breaker. Na circuit breaker po itong mga to. Okay? And then this one, guys, this one, type of winding. No? Type of winding of the generator. And kapag meron po siyang ganon, so ibig sabihin, Y-grounded siya. So naka-ground po yung, ano natin, yung generator po natin. Ganon din ito, no? And then ito. So this is Y-grounded, and then this is delta. Delta connections. Long windings, no? Ito yung connections ng primary windings, and then this is the connections, no? For the secondary windings. Okay? And then the important, ito yung importante, guys. This is what we call it bus, no? Bus, no? Ang bus kasi, guys, it is a point. Yun lang yan, guys. Point lang siya. Kung if you remember your nodal analysis, no? Yung tinatawag nating node, no? Yung tinatawag nating node, or in your Kirchhoffs, that kung meron kang node, so yan, di ba? So, this is your node, no? So, this is your node. Kaso dito, in-elongate lang, elongated lang siya. So, that's what we call it bus. So, may, bus yan, in a different, in the same voltage na. Same voltages dapat siya. No, kasi, itong transformer na to, sending siyang 220, and then ito, sending din siya ng 220, and then also this one, sending siya ng 220 here. No? Hindi pwedeng magkaiba sila ng voltage, guys. Ha? Kasi hindi mo mapaparallel ang transformer kung yung transformer na yon is hindi sila pareho ng voltahe. So dapat they have the same voltage rating. Kasi kung hindi parehas yung voltage rating ng isa, magsasuffer yung isa. No? Magsasuffer siya. Pwedeng mas mataas. Kumari, mas mataas. So, kapag mataas yung voltage mo, ang mangyayari, guys, is yung equipment mo, madali siyang mag-age. No? Mag-age siya. Mag-deteriorate sa kagad. Dahil nga, voltage stress siya. Voltage stress. No? Voltage stress. Kapag naman po is low voltage naman siya, guys. Ang tatapos sa kanya is yung current. Yung current naman yung tatapos sa kanya. Kasi nga, meron mamaya, may i-discuss ako dyan about current. No? Tatlong type of load. No? Tatlong type of resistance and reactance load. No? So, mamaya. So, per unit, guys, I know naman na itong per unit nito is na-discuss na sa inyo ni Sir, ng mga ibang professor ninyo, that the various components of power system like alternators, motors, and transformers have their voltage, power, current, and impedance rating. So, the component of the power system operates in different voltage, different voltage for simply analysis may express with reference to a common value called base value. So the purpose of the base as chosen and the parameters are expressed as a percent unit or per unit, no, of the base values. So, yung formula na lang natin sa per unit is ito nga, actual value all over base value. So, bali yung per unit natin guys is wala siyang unit. No? Pero, pwede niya sabihin na per unit. No, kumara 0.1 per unit. Pwede ganun. So, for the single phase system, yung base impedance natin, ito lang yung formula na gagamitin natin madalas. That your base impedance is equals to KB base squared all over MBA base. No? So, when it comes to three-phase naman, so the per unit voltage of the line to the line to neutral base, no, is equal to the per unit value of line to line at the same point on the line to line voltage base if the balance is system. If balance system. No? So, VLN all over BLN base is equals to VLL all over BLL base. No? The per unit values of three-phase KVA on the three-phase KVA is identical to the per unit value of KVA per phase on the KVA three-phase. So, ibig sabihin guys, yung three-phase values is identical lang din siya when it comes to the KVA per phase base. No? So, yun ang sinasabi nila. So, three-phase KVA, nasa na? Nawala. For phase is equals to single phase. No? That's na sila. So, when it comes, ano yan guys, uh, base current is time value naman. So, ganun. So, so, na naka-line value to at ito ay 3 phase.